The Kansas City Chiefs get the guy everyone wants. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Kansas City Chiefs news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is the Kansas City Chiefs make surprise WR move. The Kansas City Chiefs will utilize both practice squad elevations, according to Chiefs Digest beat reporter Matt Derrick, and one of the 2 promotions is an unexpected choice, to say the least. The Chiefs have used their standard practice squad elevations on linebacker Swayze Bozeman and wide receiver Justin Ross. Considering KC has generally prioritized their game day elevations for special teams contributors like Bozeman, and given the current depth at wide receiver, the Ross selection quickly caught the attention of fans on social media. Others hyped the Ross elevation, hoping for a breakout performance. Since joining the Chiefs, Ross has always been a cult favorite of the fan base, and despite never really making much of an impact during the regular season or the playoffs with 6 career catches for 53 receiving yards, it appears Ross fans haven't lost hope that he'll produce a big moment with Kansas City. Of course, there is the question of whether or not Ross will even factor in against the Bills. Within the comments of Derrick's post, Arrowhead Pride writer Jared Sapp guessed that Ross's practice squad elevation is probably just his turn to get the game check, like it was veteran safety Dion Bush's last week. Sapp added that he doubts the wideout is actually activated on Sunday. On the other hand, could this be some sort of ruse from head coach Andy Reid? Ross does bring unique traits to the table, but he's never really put it all together before. Why trust him now in such a big game? It certainly feels unlikely that the Chiefs would choose to dress Ross over a proven veteran pass catcher like Juju Smith-Schuster or Justin Watson, or a key special teamer like returner Nico Remigio. In all likelihood, Sapp's assumption is correct, and KC is simply rewarding Ross for his 2024 contributions on the practice squad. After all, the 25-year-old has never been much of an impact special teamer, and his best attributes, contested catches and red zone ability, are similar to that of DeAndre Hopkins. If he's active, the decision would definitely be a major curveball by the Chiefs. In the first story, the NFL season is approaching its dramatic climax, and only 4 teams remain in the hunt for glory. Among them, the Kansas City Chiefs stand as a perennial powerhouse, ready to prove their mettle once again. As the AFC Championship game looms, the Chiefs are set to face the Buffalo Bills in what promises to be a thrilling showdown. For Kansas City, this is more than just a game. It's an opportunity to reaffirm their dominance and take one step closer to Super Bowl 59. The Chiefs have been here before. With 3 Super Bowl appearances in the past 4 seasons, they are no strangers to high-stakes matchups. But the Bills are a formidable opponent, led by the dynamic Josh Allen, whose dual threat capabilities have made Buffalo one of the most dangerous teams in the league. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the margin for error will be razor thin. Kansas City's strategy will be key to their success. On the defensive side, neutralizing the Bills' innovative jumbo package will be a top priority. This offensive scheme, featuring an extra lineman to bolster Buffalo's ground game, has proven effective in creating big yardage plays. For the Chiefs, maintaining discipline and filling gaps will be critical, with players like Chris Jones and George Karlaftis anchoring the defensive line. At the same time, the Chiefs' secondary must remain vigilant, as Allen's ability to extend plays and find open receivers can quickly turn the tide of a game. Offensively, the Chiefs will rely heavily on their star tight end, Travis Kelce. Kelce has been a consistent playmaker all season, and his chemistry with Patrick Mahomes is unmatched. In the divisional round against the Jaguars, Kelce recorded 117 receiving yards and a touchdown, showcasing his ability to deliver in crucial moments. Head coach Andy Reid is expected to craft a game plan that exploits mismatches in the Bills' secondary, allowing Kelce and the Chiefs' other offensive weapons to shine. Arrowhead Stadium will provide a significant advantage for Kansas City. Known as one of the loudest venues in the NFL, the stadium's raucous atmosphere has been a nightmare for visiting teams. The energy of the home crowd often forces opponents into costly mistakes, and the Chiefs will look to capitalize on this edge. But it's not just the noise that makes Arrowhead special. It's the familiarity. Patrick Mahomes and his team know every inch of this field, and that comfort could prove decisive in a game of this magnitude. However, not all the buzz around Kansas City's playoff journey has been positive. A growing number of fans and analysts have raised concerns about perceived favoritism from referees towards the Chiefs. This topic has sparked heated debates across social media, with critics pointing to controversial calls in recent games that they believe have tilted in Kansas City's favor. From questionable pass interference flags to what some have labeled soft, roughing the passer penalties, these moments have added an undercurrent of tension to the Chiefs' postseason narrative. While such claims are not uncommon in high-stakes games, they highlight the scrutiny that comes with being a dominant team. For Kansas City, the best way to silence these critics will be to execute their game plan flawlessly and leave no doubt about the legitimacy of their victories. While the Chiefs are focused on the task at hand, they're also acutely aware of the bigger picture. Last year's playoff exit still lingers in the minds of players and fans alike, fueling their determination to make amends. This game is not just about advancing to the Super Bowl. It's about redemption and cementing their legacy as one of the NFL's greatest teams. Injuries remain a concern, with both the Chiefs and Bills managing key players on their reports. Staying healthy and executing their game plan will be paramount. The significance of this game extends far beyond the field. Fans from around the world are eagerly anticipating the clash between Mahomes and Allen, two of the league's brightest stars. Social media has been abuzz with excitement, predictions, and analysis as the football world braces for what could be a game for the ages. For Kansas City, this is a moment to rise to the occasion, to remind everyone why they've been the standard-bearers of excellence in recent years. Regardless of the outcome, this game will be remembered as a pivotal chapter in the Chiefs' storied history. For the players, the fans, and the city of Kansas City, this is more than just football. It's a chance to chase greatness. The road to the Super Bowl runs through Arrowhead, and the Chiefs are ready to seize the moment. As the final whistle approaches, one thing is certain. The Kansas City Chiefs are poised to give everything they have, leaving no doubt that they belong among the NFL's elite. In the second story, the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills are once again set to face each other in a playoff clash that promises to captivate football fans everywhere. This storied rivalry, which has seen 3 of Buffalo's seasons end at the hands of Kansas City in the past 4 years, is set to reach a new level of intensity in the AFC Championship. While the Chiefs remain the standard-bearers of excellence, led by Patrick Mahomes, the Bills have emerged with an innovative and physical strategy that may give them their best chance yet to dethrone the reigning champions. A new approach has been developed by the Bills to address their Kansas City challenge. This season, Buffalo has relied heavily on a jumbo package, a formation that deploys 6 or more offensive linemen to overpower defenses. This strategy, traditionally reserved for short yardage situations, has been reimagined by the Bills to great effect. It has been utilized on 14.4% of their offensive snaps, more than any other team in the league, resulting in an average of 6 yards per play and 13 touchdowns. This success has been attributed to players like backup offensive tackle Alec Anderson, who has become a crucial part of this power-heavy formation. The Chiefs, by contrast, have employed jumbo packages on just 2.5% of their snaps, averaging only 2.3 yards per play when doing so. The stark difference highlights Buffalo's commitment to this unconventional approach, which exploits the trend of modern defenses prioritizing speed over size. By adding another hulking lineman, Buffalo has consistently created mismatches and forced opponents into difficult situations. Defensively, Kansas City is tasked with countering this relentless ground game. Players like Chris Jones and George Karlaftis will need to rise to the occasion, anchoring the defensive line and ensuring that gaps are filled effectively. The Chiefs' ability to anticipate and disrupt Buffalo's jumbo sets could be the deciding factor in a game that is expected to be physically grueling. For Kansas City, success will also depend on their offense's ability to remain dynamic and explosive. Patrick Mahomes, widely regarded as the league's most versatile quarterback, will lead an attack centered around Travis Kelce. Kelce's uncanny ability to find space and exploit defensive mismatches has made him the cornerstone of Kansas City's passing game. Meanwhile, the home field advantage of Arrowhead Stadium, with its deafening crowd and familiar surroundings, will provide an additional edge for the Chiefs. Yet, the Chiefs' playoff journey has not been without controversy. Accusations of referee favoritism have sparked debates among fans and analysts alike. Critics have pointed to questionable calls, including pass interference penalties and roughing the passer decisions, that some argue have unfairly benefited Kansas City.